Hello, it's Donut Donny here, and welcome to another episode of the Retro Gaming Series where we look back at the 1980s classics. And in this series, we're mostly looking at the football management games when there were so many of them released during the heydays of the Spectrums. For the last couple of episodes, we've been looking at the more recent, in terms of the more recent Spectrum games that were released. And today we're going to another 1990 Cult UK Cult Games game that was released in 1990. Cult Games were a publishing company I can remember when I was a youngster who released tons of Football Manager games around the same time, trying to get people to buy them, obviously. So this game was for the Spectrum 48K, released in 1990, 66% magazine score. From the first screenshots, it looks to me like the double. Remember the double episode we done a while ago? This looks very similar to that. So it'll be interesting to see how we play this. So straight away, I've already loaded it up this time when it lets me. There we go. So you notice straight away we've got not much of a cash balance here. We've only got 60,000. And also they in sometimes when you get these game files, they put you in your team already, so you can't do anything about it. So we're Bristol City, so which is fine. So let's look at all these options. You've got plenty of options here: play match, squad details, league transfers, league tables, other clubs, interesting, match fixtures, results and fixtures, cup fixture, bid for a player, assigned training, and form. So quite a lot of detail on this. So let's look at the squad details. This is a squad, and it's gone back to the classic football manager skills of 0 to 5. And you notice that in all these players, um, they haven't got actual position. For instance, Leaning, the goalie, can always go in attack if you want to put him. You can put a 2 in the goal and put Leaning as a striker, which is a bit not brilliant. I think it's a bit basic. So, for instance, I'm putting number 12 in. I'm going to take number 10 out, and it does that straight away. But this is what I mean. If I put change Leaning and put in, say, Warner, the computer doesn't say anything. Obviously, it wouldn't. It means now that Leaning's now suddenly turned into a midfielder. Now, you notice on the top it's got capacity of 30,000 for the ground and average crowd of 7,000. So that's good to see. And obviously you can sell. Edit means obviously I can edit a player name. So let's put Gavin and put Donut in. That was quite easy. So Donut's in the game as a top striker. Click menu, 60,000. So let's look at the transfer market. Roebuck. Doesn't actually tell you um, how much the player's worth. So that's a bit basic. So again, it's a lot of basic things here. What's bid for a player? 3. So only 3 divisions I noticed then. So let's do crew, teammate. Oh my god, you just don't know what they are. So number 10 is a skill 3. So is that 30,000 maybe? So let's bid, say 20,000. Just bear in mind how much money we haven't got. Oh, I guess that's a no because the 60,000 has not gone down to 40,000. So the game didn't tell you that. So league tables, how many teams are in this league? Again, the keyboard's a bit slow. Oh, I can view all the leagues. There we are. So we're in Division 3, and there's only 3 divisions in this. So they decided not to include the bottom division. 20 sides, that's pretty decent. Okay, let's straight away. Let's see the match fixtures actually. Division 3 again. Okay, cool. You can actually see, that's handy. You can see division fixtures of other sides if you want to. Let's look at other clubs. Oh, Division 3. Let's go to crew again because we looked at them before. Ah, this is where you find out the players and their ratings. You view the club first, then you look at their players, and then you put the bid in. So yeah, okay, good way. Ah, and you can edit their own names there. Interesting. Okay, let's play the match. That's the important thing, I think, in this game is what the match is going to be like. So P for play match. When it lets you. Ah, so this is where the double bit comes in. So you have to watch all the other results before you get to yours, and it also highlights who gets booked. And these are real player names as well. So it means you have to wait. This is normal speed, by the way. You have to wait until you get down to Division 3 to actually see how your side gets on. So if you can imagine playing this on a Spectrum, there's no speed control. This will take a long time for you to wait until you get to your club. Bit more suspense, but as we've got wonders of modern technology here, we can actually speed it up. It's actually on 2 times speed as well. So we're speeding things up here. I'm going to slow down obviously when we get to Division 3 because that's where we are. Oh, there's Oxford. Oh, there's Oxford. Oh, my old dear old Oxford side. I keep thinking Oxford's us, but of course it's not. We're not Oxford this time. So we're going to slow down a bit now because we're going to get to Division 3. Here we go. So Brentford against Chester. We're at Bristol City, so we might be... I can't remember if we're home or away, actually, to be honest. So these are real player names as well. Again, no sound. There's no sound, which is a shame. Did many football management games have sound? Doesn't seem many did. So we're not there yet. We're getting there. But it's good to see all these real player names being used, actually. That's good to see. There's a lot of hits here. There's a lot of... Oh, here we go. Against Wigan. 1-1. Young, position 5, request transfer from Wimbledon, Division 1. Ooh, that's new. There's a lot of nice little things in this game that I haven't seen in other games, but he's requested a transfer. Oh, 5. Well, you're not going. You're our best player. Oh, no, hold on. Oh, it's Young from Wimbledon has requested a player. Requested a... It's not our Young. We haven't got a Young. It's their Young. Oh, I know what I'm on about. So results and fixtures. So our next game would be home to Shrewsbury. So there's a lot of good things in this game. There's a lot of little things that would be annoying though for me, like you have to see every game's result before you get to yours. And if you're not on a Spectrum, then if you're on the Spectrum, a real Spectrum, it would take ages. Transfer market T. But it does remind me of other games. Oh, there's Young. Well, we can't afford him anyway. Assigned training, we haven't done that yet. Okay. Training T. Which player? Let's just do one, just to see what you've got to do. One, oh, okay, that's handy. Assess SHT is shooting. So, yeah, the star, very basic. So if you hit training for, say, number 3, Bromwich, who at the moment is a defender, but only putting defender there. Tackling number 5. Squeaky chair. And then click menu. Form F. Division 3. Yep. Decent. We'll play another game, but I think I've seen enough, really. Play match. There's no squad details. See if there's any changes. Nah, nothing really. Menu. Play match. That's one thing I noticed in a lot of these games is that you start off with very small teams. Like this only had 12 players, 12, 13 players, that's it. So what are the pluses of this game? It's very colourful. There's a lot of little extra things like the transfer market, bidding for a player, form, assigned training. Yeah, it's a lot of mini menus which I like. There's no sound again, which to me, I like to have a little bit of sound in the game. There's no sound in this. This, what you're seeing right now, can be annoying because especially if you're in Division 3, you have to wait a long time before you get to your team. I suppose if you're in the top league, you have to wait a long time and to wait for the others. There is FA Cup in this, but we won't see FA Cup today. So we'll just go through this screen. So generally this is okay. I've seen a lot worse than this. 1990 game. I probably was expecting a little bit of sound, to be honest with you. But clearly sound does not feature here again. Right, let's change the speed quickly because my side's coming up again in a minute. How did we get on? Well done, Oxford. Always cheer on Oxford, be my local side. Here we go. We lost 1-0. Okay. I never do well in these games, do I, when you first start off with? I think they always give you probably a tough side to start off with. Obviously, on this game, I started off as Bristol City. I had no choice there. I suppose when on other game eliminators, they're called, you do get the choice of what side you want to be in. Blackpool only have a 12-man squad, means he can't go. Cup fixture, see, Man United. Woohoo! So straight into the third round, looks like it. Week 4, yeah, straight into the third round. So there's only 3 divisions in this. That's another thing. So a lot less clubs, but each club does have real players, real player names, which is good to see. But yeah, overall, it's okay. I've seen better, but I have seen a lot worse. Anyway, that's the end of this short episode. Hope you enjoyed it. If you do, please put a comment and subscribe, and there'll be a future episode very soon. Bye bye.